My beloved child, listen to me very carefully right now, because this is not a random message showing up on your screen. This is a divine interruption in your day, because in the unseen, a powerful person has just ordered something against you, and what is about to happen next will terrify the people who try to destroy you, not you. There is someone with influence, someone with money, someone who has the respect of many people and the attention of the crowd, but deep inside their heart is jealousy, pride and insecurity, and they have looked at your life, your rising favor, your small but steady progress and the quiet peace on your face, and it has irritated the darkness inside them. They don't understand how someone like you, someone they underestimated, someone they thought was nothing special, keeps getting back up after every hit. So instead of clapping for you, they sat in a private room, in a car, on a late-night call, and they said, "I want them stopped. I want their name ruined. I want them removed from my way." They didn't just think it, they decided to act on it. They ordered gossip against you, manipulation against you, lies against you, traps against you. They sent someone near you to shoot at your confidence and your reputation with words, with rumors, with deceit. They sent someone to smile in your face but secretly collect information, your weaknesses, your mistakes, your past, so they could turn it all into a weapon. Right now, as you hear my voice, in the background of your life messages are being typed, phone calls are being made, whispers are being shared, and the whole goal is very simple: to assassinate your character, to destroy your peace, to block your next blessing. But child, heaven saw it before it even started. Long before they formed the plan, God saw the conversation. Long before they opened their mouth, God heard the intent of their heart. Long before they wrote your name in their group chat, God wrote your name in His book of protection, and that is why this message found you at this exact second. You have felt it, haven't you? You felt that sudden heaviness around certain people, that strange shift in the room when you walk in. You've noticed how some faces that used to light up when they saw you now suddenly look away, how a friend became distant without reason, how certain opportunities that were supposed to be yours suddenly vanished. You blamed yourself, you thought, maybe I did something wrong, maybe I deserve this, but no, my child, there is a powerful person stirring this atmosphere, someone who is pushing buttons, sending instructions and hoping nobody will know it's them. They are the puppeteer behind the scenes, but what they don't realize is that God is about to cut the strings. Right now your spirit is on high alert, and that is why it almost feels like anxiety, like something bad is coming, like a storm is about to hit your life. At night you replay conversations, you feel a chill when you remember certain looks, certain comments. You sense that someone close to you is not really for you, but you can't fully prove it yet. That feeling is not madness. That is discernment. That is heaven sounding the alarm. And this is where the story takes a terrifying turn, not terrifying for you, but for the person who thought they were untouchable. Because while they were sending someone after you, God was sending someone ahead of you. While they were arranging a meeting to talk about you, heaven was arranging a meeting to talk about them. While they were plotting your downfall, angels were writing down every word, every message, every move as evidence. There is a specific person they have used to get close to you, someone who asks you subtle questions, someone who always wants to know, what happened? What did they say? How much did you earn? What are you planning next? You have seen this person as helpful or curious, but in the spiritual realm they have been carrying bullets of information, taking everything you say back to the powerful one, loading it into a weapon of gossip and lies. But watch what happens next, because this is where the protection of God becomes so obvious that it will shake everybody. Heaven is going to disturb the heart of that messenger. The same person they sent to destroy you is about to lose peace. Their conscience is about to wake up. They will start feeling sick every time they hear your name being dragged. They will feel guilt when they see how kind you are, how genuine you are, how you still answer their messages, how you still trust them. The bullets they were supposed to shoot you with will start burning in their own hands. They will go home and not be able to sleep, your face will appear in their mind, your kindness will echo in their memory, and something inside them will whisper, "You are hurting the wrong person." And slowly, secretly, the loyalty they had to that powerful person will begin to crack. Heaven is going to flip their heart. A conversation is coming where the powerful one will demand, "What did they say? What did they do? Tell me more, I want to expose them," and for the first time this messenger will hesitate. They will hold back details. They will soften what they used to exaggerate. They will even defend you. This will confuse the powerful one, and their frustration will grow, because their plan required total obedience, total agreement. They wanted a soldier, but God is turning them into a witness. Not only that, but a moment is coming where things will go completely opposite of what was intended. The powerful person is going to speak evil about you in the wrong place, to the wrong ears, at the wrong time. They will choose a person they thought would enjoy the gossip, but this time that person will secretly admire you or be spiritually sensitive, and they will not join the attack. Instead, they will remember every word and bring it back as a testimony. This is how heaven exposes hidden enemies, by letting them feel safe enough to speak and then placing the right listener in the room. Suddenly screenshots will appear. Recordings will surface. Accidental messages will be sent to the wrong chat. People who never defended you before will start telling you, "Be careful with this one," or, "You need to know what they said about you." The same tongue that ordered something against you will find themselves standing in a circle of truth with nowhere to run. My child, understand something vital. When a powerful person chooses to use their influence to harm the innocent, they enter a war with God Himself. You are not perfect, but you are chosen, and that means heaven takes your protection personally. There are angels around your house, around your job, around your mind. The attack coming against you is real, but it will not land the way they expect. The weapon will be formed, the bullets will be loaded, the trigger will be pulled in the form of words, rumors, decisions, but the shot will misfire. Instead of hitting your destiny, it will ricochet and start tearing down the false image they built of themselves. People who once feared them will see their manipulation. People who once believed every word they said will feel a strange check in their spirit and start doubting them. Doors they try to close for you will quietly open somewhere else with even greater favor. That opportunity they blocked will be replaced by something bigger they cannot control. They will watch you step into blessings they swore you would never touch, and that will be the most terrifying part for them. Not that you were almost destroyed, but that you rose even higher. So what is your part in this, my child? Your part is not to panic, not to chase them, not to fight dirty like they do. Your part is to stay alert, stay wise, stay in prayer and keep your heart clean. You will be tempted to clap back, to expose them with your own screenshots, to curse them, to destroy them like they tried to destroy you, but if you do that, you step down to their level and step out of the divine protection that covers you. Instead, you are going to do something that confuses hell. You are going to protect your peace. You are going to limit their access to you, guard your conversations, stop oversharing your dreams with people who haven't proven their loyalty, and you are going to quietly place them in God's hands. You may cry in private, you may feel betrayed, you may feel that ache of, how could they do this to me after everything I did for them, but even those tears are being collected. Heaven is counting every tear and turning them into evidence and oil for your next level. The powerful one thinks they have the upper hand, but they have underestimated the power of a praying, wounded, but still standing child of God. Mark this, within a specific season, you will see a sudden, dramatic shift. The group that once gathered to discuss your downfall will scatter. The person whose opinion was used as a weapon against you will lose their grip on people. Their charm will wear off. Their mask will slip. Some will walk away from them quietly, others will have confrontations where truth is spoken and things are no longer hidden. You will hear sentences like, I had a dream about them, and it changed how I see them, or, something just doesn't feel right about them anymore. That is heaven reversing the order. They ordered harm against you, God is ordering exposure against them. They sent someone to carry bad news about you, God is sending someone to carry good news to you, news of opportunity, support, restoration. You will find yourself in rooms you were never supposed to enter, invited by people you never thought would notice you. And when you stand in those rooms, when you finally step into that new job, that new relationship, that new project, that new season, the memory of this attack will make you stronger, wiser, and more grateful. So if this message is reaching you right now, I want you to take a deep breath and understand, yes, a powerful person has ordered something against you, but a more powerful God has just ordered protection, justice, and elevation in your favor. Nothing they have done is hidden from your Creator. Nothing you have cried has been ignored. Nothing that was stolen from you will go unrepaid. Type with faith, I am divinely protected, write Amen in the comments if your spirit is agreeing with this, and claim this word as your shield. Stay calm, stay wise, and watch as heaven turns the most terrifying plot against you into the loudest testimony of your life. My child, the message is not over. In fact, the part that is coming now is the part that will make people freeze in fear, because while you were asleep last night, while you were scrolling through your phone, while you were busy living your normal life thinking nothing unusual is happening, the person who ordered this attack against you took things to a level you cannot even imagine. They couldn't stand the idea that you are still smiling, still waking up with hope, still planning your future, still dreaming bigger. It irritated them that you were not breaking the way they expected. So they changed their plan. They moved from silent plotting to active interference. They sent someone into your circle, quietly, secretly, without making noise, someone who pretends to care about you, someone who acts like they are checking up on you, someone who smiles when you talk but their eyes shift in a way that makes your spirit uncomfortable. You thought it was nothing. You thought maybe they were just tired or distracted. But no, my child. That was the look of someone carrying an assignment against your destiny. What you don't know is that earlier this week, there was a conversation about you, a conversation you were not supposed to hear. They said your name. They laughed. They planned the exact moment they wanted you to be emotionally weak. They discussed which person from your circle they could use to get close to your mind, your secrets, your vulnerabilities. And the devil inside that powerful person smiled, because they thought they had found the perfect trap. But what they didn't know was that God had already entered that room before their conversation even began. An angel stood behind them, recording every word, every intention, every detail, every whisper. Heaven listened. Heaven observed. Heaven took note. And heaven reacted. My child, right now the air around you feels different. You've been sensing things without proof. You've been feeling sudden coldness from people who once adored you. You've been noticing signs, small, subtle things, someone leaving your message unseen, someone avoiding eye contact, someone giving you half answers, someone suddenly asking questions about your routine, your schedule, your plans. You brushed it off because you didn't want to overthink, but your spirit kept whispering, something is wrong. That whisper was not imagination. That whisper was protection. Something happened 2 days ago that shifted the entire course of this story. The same person they tried to send against you, suddenly stopped feeling comfortable. They started hesitating. They started feeling guilty. They looked at your face and remembered how kind you've been, how patient you've been, how loyal you've been. And something inside their chest whispered, "Why am I doing this to them?" This whisper grew louder. And louder. And louder. Until last night, they couldn't sleep. They kept tossing and turning, seeing your face like a shadow in their mind, hearing your voice in their memory, replaying all the times you helped them, supported them, trusted them. Their hearts started to feel heavy. Their conscience began to scream. They woke up suddenly at 3:14 a.m., sweating, anxious, shaking, because in their dream they saw something terrifying. They saw the consequences of what would happen if they harmed an innocent child of God. Meanwhile, the powerful person remained confident. They thought everything was going perfectly. They thought their plan was unfolding smoothly. They thought the messenger would carry out the assignment without hesitation. But what they didn't realize is that heaven had already interfered. My child, pay attention, because the most shocking moment is coming. There is about to be an unexpected betrayal, not against you, but against the powerful one. The messenger they sent is about to switch sides. The proof they were supposed to collect against you, they're about to bring that proof to you instead. The lies they were supposed to spread about you, they're about to confess those lies to you instead. The trap that was set for you, it is about to snap shut on the one who set it. This is why in the last 24 hours you started feeling lighter without reason. This is why your heart suddenly felt protected. This is why something in your spirit whispered, "I am safe." Because heaven already reversed the attack before it could land. My child, the powerful person is about to experience something they were not prepared for: exposure. Not just small exposure. Complete exposure. Their mask is going to slip in front of the exact people they wanted to impress. Their hidden intentions are going to leak out through the very channels they trusted. They're going to panic. They're going to become restless. They'll start sending messages, making calls, trying to cover their tracks, but it will be too late. A message they typed about you will be seen by someone who will not stay silent. A conversation they had about you will be repeated to someone you trust. An instruction they gave against you will backfire in a way that will shock everyone involved. And you will be watching it unfold without lifting a single finger. Your silence will be your weapon. Your peace will be your shield. Your innocence will be your victory. Because heaven fights differently. Heaven does not shout. Heaven does not rush. Heaven does not panic. Heaven simply waits for the perfect moment, then strikes with truth so loud it shakes the entire atmosphere. Child, you are entering that moment. People who doubted you will say, "I knew something felt wrong." People who ignored you will say, "I'm starting to see their true colors." People who believed lies about you will slowly return, apologetic, humbled, unsure of how to face you. You will not need revenge, your growth will be revenge. You will not need to expose them, their own actions will expose them. You will not need to fight them, God Himself has already stepped into the battlefield. This is why you must stay calm. Stay alert. Stay quiet. Stay wise. The story is not over yet, but the ending has already been written in your favor. My child, the moment you are stepping into right now is not an ordinary moment. This is the moment where the unseen becomes seen, where the quiet whispers become loud revelations, where everything that was hidden behind your back begins to slide into the light. And you will not even have to move, the truth will walk toward you by itself. For days, heaven has been rearranging people around you like pieces on a chessboard. You thought some people distanced themselves because they were busy, because they lost interest, because they lacked loyalty, but the reality is far deeper. Their spirit could not handle the weight of the assignment sent against you. You were meant to be surrounded by angels, not secret enemies, and that is why heaven began clearing your space without asking for your permission. You didn't lose anyone. You were protected from them. My child, something happened within the last few hours that you have not seen yet. The powerful person felt a shift, a sudden discomfort in their spirit. The same arrogance that made them feel unstoppable suddenly cracked. They felt something they haven't felt in a long time, fear. Not fear of you, not fear of consequences from people, but fear of the spiritual storm rising against them. Last night, they had a dream. They saw themselves standing in a room, speaking confidently, laughing, planning your downfall, but then suddenly the room grew dark, the laughter stopped, and a shadow behind them whispered, "You touched the wrong child." They woke up sweating, breathless, confused, unable to explain why their chest felt heavy. They tried to ignore the feeling, but it stayed with them like a warning echo. That was heaven giving them one last chance to step back. But arrogance blinds the heart, and they refused. Instead of stopping, they pushed harder, making another call, giving another instruction, sending another person to observe you. They said things like, "Find out who they meet, what they're planning, what they're doing next." They wanted updates, information, weaknesses. They wanted to control your next move. But what they didn't realize is that the more they pushed, the more heaven activated. My child, there is someone in your circle who was supposed to play a dangerous role. This person was chosen because they are close to you, because you trust them, because you speak to them with an open heart. The powerful one assumed this person would obey their orders without hesitation. But something happened that nobody expected. This person began to feel something they couldn't explain. Every time they thought about carrying the attack forward, their chest tightened. Every time they looked at your messages, they felt guilty. Every time they tried to bring up your name in conversation with the powerful one, their voice cracked. They became restless, unable to silence the truth rising inside them. This is wrong. They don't deserve this. I can't hurt them. And that hesitation was the beginning of heaven's reversal. My child, something even more shocking is coming. The same person who was sent to drain your strength is about to become the person who exposes the entire plot. They will not be able to carry the burden anymore. The weight of the lies will suffocate them until they break the silence. Very soon, and I mean very soon, you will receive a message, a call, or a conversation that begins with the words, "I need to tell you something." Their voice will shake. Their eyes will look away. They'll struggle to breathe because they know what they're about to reveal will change everything. They will confess names. They will confess conversations. They will confess the exact words the powerful one used. They will confess that you were targeted. They will confess that you were discussed behind your back. They will confess the plan that was meant to weaken you. And here is the most terrifying part for your enemy: they will confess with receipts, screenshots, messages, evidence. The very things that were meant to harm you will protect you. The very weapon formed against you will defend you. The very person sent to destroy you will kneel under the weight of truth and speak in your favor. And when this confession happens, something unimaginable will unfold in the realm of the powerful one. Their confidence will collapse. Their control will break. Their circle will begin to question them. People who once believed their lies will feel a shift. People who once feared them will see their vulnerability. They will sense that something dark surrounds this person, something off, something unsettling. They will not know what changed, but heaven will. The powerful one will begin to panic. They will try to undo what they have done. They will try to silence people. They will try to twist the story. They will try to gather their remaining supporters. But nothing will work anymore because truth travels faster than lies when heaven carries it. My child, do you know why heaven is fighting so fiercely for you? Because there is something coming in your life, an elevation, a breakthrough, a blessing, that the enemy tried desperately to block. They saw your potential long before you recognized it. They saw your future influence. They saw your rising favor. They saw the doors opening for you. And they panicked. They tried to stop something they cannot control. They tried to bury a seed that God Himself planted. They tried to dim a light they did not ignite. That is why this attack was so intense, because your next chapter is bigger than anything you have ever imagined. And the enemy is terrified of you stepping into it. My child, in the next days something powerful will unfold. People will begin to be drawn toward you with new respect. Someone influential will notice your strength. Someone unexpected will offer support. Opportunities that disappeared will return. Doors that were shut will open with more force. Even people who once misunderstood you will come back with softened hearts. You will rise without explaining yourself. You will shine without proving anything. You will win without fighting. And the reason is simple: God does not allow innocent people to be destroyed by hidden enemies. Your silence in this season is not weakness, it is strategy. Your quietness is not fear, it is protection. Your stillness is not surrender, it is positioning. You are being positioned for something greater than this attack, something bigger than this plot, something so divine that even your enemies will have no choice but to watch. And when you finally step into that blessing, when you finally walk into that season that was meant for you, the story will flip completely. People will say, "This could have broken them, but it didn't. This could have ended them, but it didn't. This could have destroyed their name, but instead it revealed their strength." And as for the powerful one, their downfall will not be loud. Their exposure will be silent. No explosions, no chaos, just a slow unraveling. People will stop trusting them. Their influence will fade. Their grip will loosen. Their charm will fail. And they will look around one day and realize the truth: I tried to destroy the wrong person. My child, breathe. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded. The attack against you was real, but heaven's protection was stronger. What was meant to break you is about to build you. What was meant to silence you is about to amplify you. What was meant to end you is about to elevate you. Type, "I am protected," if your spirit feels this. My child, the part that is unfolding now is the most dangerous and the most divine, because this is the moment where heaven steps into the battlefield and everything that was moving against you begins to crumble without warning, without noise, without mercy. You think you have seen the attack, but you have only seen the beginning. The real story is happening behind your back, in conversations you were never supposed to hear, in rooms where your name was spoken with the intention to break you, in whispers that carry jealousy, irritation, and fear of your rising strength. And right now, as you breathe, as you hear these words, heaven is turning those whispers into evidence and those intentions into consequences. My child, remember what I told you earlier? Someone in your circle was chosen as a vessel to carry the attack forward. That person was supposed to be the silent enemy dressed as a friend, the calm face hiding a dangerous assignment. They were supposed to lure you into a false sense of safety, extract your feelings, your plans, your dreams, your weaknesses, then take everything back to the powerful one like poison disguised as information. But heaven twisted something inside them. They started feeling sick around the powerful one. They started feeling guilty around you. They started shaking when asked to lie. That is the first sign that the attack is collapsing. The second sign is even more shocking. Last night, the powerful one tried to check on their messenger, tried to find out if the plan was working, tried to push them for updates, but the messenger's voice changed. They sounded confused. They sounded uncertain. They sounded like someone suddenly afraid of the consequences of their actions. And that fear was the fear of heaven. My child, you need to understand something now, something crucial. When God chooses someone for elevation, every attack sent toward them becomes a trap for the attacker. Every lie becomes a testimony. Every insult becomes a prophecy. Every enemy becomes a stepping stone. Right now, the powerful one is starting to lose their grip. They are sensing something is wrong, but they can't point to it. They feel like information is slipping away. They feel like someone has switched sides. They feel like the support they once controlled is turning cold. They feel uneasy, restless, agitated. They are noticing that people who once jumped to agree with them now pause before responding. Their commands don't hit the same. Their influence doesn't land the same. Their anger doesn't scare the same. Heaven is draining their power slowly, silently, strategically. Remember this, my child, the downfall of the wicked is never loud, it begins with subtle cracks. Cracks that only the targeted sees first. And you have already felt those cracks in the atmosphere around you. You've noticed how someone who once avoided you is suddenly observing you quietly. You've noticed how someone who never defended you is now strangely protective of you. You've noticed how your name is being spoken with a different energy, softer, more respectful, more cautious, because heaven has started shifting people's perception of you. While the powerful one was planning your humiliation, God was planning your transformation. While they tried to create enemies around you, God was creating witnesses around you. While they tried to collect information to destroy your image, God was collecting evidence to destroy their influence. My child, a moment is approaching, a very specific moment, where something unexpected will happen. You will be sitting quietly, scrolling, resting, or thinking about your day, and suddenly your phone will light up. A message will appear. A name you never expected. And the message will begin with words that will make your heart stop for a second. I need to tell you something. Their hands will tremble as they type. Their voice will crack if they call. Their eyes will avoid yours if they speak in person. Their mind will battle guilt and fear because they know that what they are about to reveal is huge. They will confess that they were used. They will confess that you're. My child, this is the final moment, the final revelation, the final turning of the entire battlefield in your favor, because everything that was planned against you, everything that was whispered behind you, everything that was arranged to wound you is about to collapse in a single divine move. You don't even realize how close you are to the moment that will change the entire story, the moment where truth becomes louder than lies, where protection becomes stronger than attack, where destiny becomes bigger than the enemy's intention. And now, child, heaven is ready to show you why this entire storm was allowed to rise in the first place. It was never to break you, it was to expose everyone who was secretly rooting for your downfall. It was to show you who clapped when you were winning but whispered poison when you turned your back. It was to show you who hugged you publicly but handed your name to the wrong ears privately. It was to show you the difference between company and loyalty, between friends and watchers, between supporters and silent enemies. And now, every mask is cracking. Every lie is suffocating. Every hidden motive is trembling. Because the powerful one who thought they could control the narrative has lost the grip they once had. Their meetings now feel tense. Their voice doesn't carry the same fear. Their plan doesn't hold the same certainty. They wake up restless, feeling watched, feeling exposed, feeling like a shadow is following them, and that shadow is truth. It's close now. Very close. Child, do you know what heaven is preparing? The moment where the person who tried to ruin you accidentally becomes the reason you rise. The moment where the messenger turns witness. The moment where the blessing arrives right in front of the people who tried to block it. And it is happening faster than they expected. You see, the people they used to manipulate are no longer responding the same way. They hesitate. They doubt. They question. They feel guilty. They sense that something about you was always pure, always sincere, always undeserving of the hatred thrown at you. Heaven is rewriting their perception, word by word, emotion by emotion, until they wake up one day and say, "Why were we even against them?" That is spiritual justice. And now, child, here is the most shocking part: the powerful one will soon face the consequences of their own intentions. Not fire. Not chaos. Not destruction. But something more painful: silence from the people they thought they owned. Their influence will fade. Their circle will shrink. Their words will fall flat. Their arrogance will crumble. And they will watch you, the same person they tried to break, walk into a season of elevation so bright, so powerful, so unexpected that even your past pain will start making sense. Because heaven wasn't removing people from your life, heaven was clearing the space for better ones. Heaven wasn't closing doors, heaven was protecting you from wrong rooms. Heaven wasn't exposing your enemy to shame you, heaven was exposing them to free you. And now, child, your time has come. The storm is ending. The truth is rising. The tables are turning. And the person who wanted to see you broken will soon watch you step into blessings they cannot stop, miracles they cannot block, opportunities they cannot interfere with. You will rise in a way that forces even your enemies to admit, "We misjudged them, we underestimated them, we couldn't break them." Your silence will echo louder than their gossip. Your success will speak louder than their hatred. Your peace will hit harder than their attack. And your elevation will be the final answer to every lie spoken against you. My child, breathe. You survived the darkest part of the story. You endured the deepest betrayal. You walked through a season that was designed to break you, and still, you stand. And because you stood, heaven is about to reward you publicly for everything you endured privately. Your name is being written into rooms where you are not present. Your favor is being spoken by mouths that once doubted you. Your destiny is shifting into alignment even as you read this. This is your victory season. This is your justice season. This is your restoration season. And the one who tried to destroy you will never again have access to the version of you they once underestimated. If your heart is agreeing with this, type Amen.